There are many things in life that can put you in a deep slumber. You'll be wide awake, at least you think you're wide awake, but you will be sound asleep. And for a lot of people, they're deep sleepers. Some people will sleep and they'll wake up easy from hearing just little things. But some people are heavy sleepers. So in a spiritual sense, the heavy sleepers are the ones who have it the worst, because they are able to sleep through lessons, so they never learn. And they keep on keeping on when it comes to doing the same things over and over again, and they never learn from it. And Spirit is asking, are you sleeping? Are you in a deep slumber? Or have you awakened from the chaos that has been served to you on a daily basis? And this is a Spirit message. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So there's many things that could put you in a deep slumber. I think the top of the charts is in between the sheets activities. Sometimes it's not in between the sheets. It could be somewhere in the streets. I don't know, but it's outside. Okay? That right there can put and has put many people in a deep slumber because they're willing to sacrifice their own lives just for a moment of pleasure, which isn't really that pleasurable anyway. Maybe sometime, but it's not worth your life. Like, you see people putting their life on the line just trying to get a nut, like a squirrel. At least the nut that the squirrel has, that's a safe nut. Okay. But what's going on right now is crazy. And yes, many people are in a deep sleep. So deep that they sacrifice themselves. And they could care less about it. They're like, I'll do it again tomorrow. And what? Who's going to tell me what? Boastful about it as if it's a flex. That's wild when you think about it, right? That's someone who's in a deep sleep. A very deep sleep. Just to feel something. So that means that many people are walking around numb. Because they don't feel anything. So then they have to do things excessively to feel something. Okay? And it's dangerous. It's dangerous because those individuals can really believe that they're having a great time because of influence. It could be one reason why, as well as the feeling that is chased from such activities on a regular basis with just randoms and, people you don't even know. It's addictive. It could become very addictive, and it causes a big distraction, and it completely takes you away from yourself. But it's one of those things that will have a person that's in deep slumber thinking that that's the best way to live. But they don't realize that it's a trick, and the true power within is being drained from their vessel. It's being drained from them. So their true abilities that they have that are superhuman, because we do have the ability to tap into that aspect of ourselves when people begin to have psychic abilities and telepathic abilities and be in alignment with that deep inner knowing and having a connection, and how can I say, an ethereal connection to where you get many downloads and things like that. That comes from the, how can I say, I was going to say perseverance, but that's not, I want to say preservation, but I almost said perseverance. But that's from the preservation of your sexual energy. That's where that's where your power is. So the trick is to, first of all, we have our own will. So that means we could do whatever we want. And that could be dangerous because people are going to want to do what feels good, but it doesn't mean that it is good. Because when things are indulged in that could or have an aspect of danger connected to it, then it could destroy a person. Okay, so that's one way that many are in a deep slumber, very deep slumber, not recognizing what you're really capable of and the true opportunities that you have that are God-given. You won't be able to recognize it just off the strength of the distraction. And the distraction becomes a habit. Then the habit becomes you. It's like you actually become the habit. And then it could get so crazy that you draw other people into that way of being. So then you become like a collector. I just heard a soul collector. So put it like this. Like, say, for instance, somebody has a friend who's outside like that. Like outside, okay? On a regular basis. And not for healthy reasons. It's outside to feed that beast within. Okay? And the beast is wild. That is within us. So we must learn to tame that beast, because if we don't, we can self-destruct. Okay? So I'm thinking of another aspect of us that causes us to be in a deep sleep. Substance abuse. That's another one that can have a person in a deep sleep. Not only can you be in a deep sleep physically, but it's also spiritually. It's like spiritual narcolepsy. So yeah, when you're in a deep sleep, spiritually, you become more and more detached from yourself. And the key to life is to link up with self, not detach from self. It's anything that tricks you into detaching yourself from the highest version of yourself and then attaching you to those things that are external outside of you. Those are the tricks for the trade. So it's like those energies on the outside of you want your attention so that you don't give attention to yourself. So this is why it's so important to be mindful of these things and aware. Because if you're mindful and aware, right, the awareness will draw you back into you. And you will lose interest in those things that seem wonderful. They seem is the key word. They seem wonderful. They seem great and amazing. But really, break it down. Are they? What happens to people that do those things excessively? Just look at the stats. Just look at what you have. Work with what you got. If you have examples, even if they're not your own, you can still utilize them. They can still be helpful to you if you view them that way and if you use them that way. Okay? So Spirit is asking, the question is in this download, are you in a deep slumber? Do you wish to be awakened? Are you awake? Do you understand how these types of distractions manipulate your emotional state and they manipulate your mind and your psyche? They have you on the other side of the fence, away from yourself, when you're really supposed to be searching and analyzing within, because within is where all of your answers are. Within is where your true happiness is. Because once you're comfortable with connecting to yourself and you're able to connect to the highest version of yourself, You make decisions differently because you don't sacrifice yourself. It's like you're not going to do things that will sacrifice your ability to continue to connect with the God in you. You're going to take the time, sit down, and pay attention to what is beneficial to you, not to what is going to hurt, harm you, or have you lost and confused. Because that doesn't make any sense. But there's like an epidemic of many people doing things that don't make sense and really feeling confident about it, which is really backwards. But that's the point. It's a trick. And the trick has been working for too long. So now it's time to take back your energy and you utilize your energy for what you truly want to utilize it for. But the thing is, if you are stuck in those ways, how you regain yourself is to use that discipline. That's the only way to do it, especially if you're used to doing these things on a regular basis. Disciplining yourself and forcing yourself to focus or to redirect your focus is the way. Okay? It is your will. This is just a message. Okay, this is just a download. Don't get mad at the messenger. But this download came to me for a reason, so when these downloads come, I will tell you. But it's up to you to listen. It's up to you. I'm not forcing you. I'm just telling you. Okay, so that is it for this message. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. And if you deem this energy as suitable to continue to walk with you in your spiritual journey, and you are in the mindset of linking up with the best version of you and not detaching from the best version of you for your own benefit, drop it down in the comments below. 8888, I declare this is an aspect of my love. To join the membership here on YouTube, you can gain access by hitting that join button below this video, and I'll see you in the next one.